Hello, and you are now tuning into Mr. Como's 10th grade geometry class. We are now reviewing the surface area and volume word problems. Yeah. Yeah, I did that, Mr. Como. Yeah. Please subscribe. That's not the end of the video, bro. Take two. That's the end of the video. Oh, my fault. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Come back. Come back. Hold on, Mr. Kumar. You and me together. You and me together.
No, there's you. There is no you and me.
Please subscribe, and our links are going to be in the description down below. And comment, and don't send any hate to my dog, Mr. Como, because we have 6 days left with him.
That's the cringiest YouTube entrance ever.
Hey! Alright!
I am.
Jose extra credit for this.
Jose does not get extra credit for this, but I can't wait to see what everybody comments. I'm pretty sure none of it's going to be appropriate.
What do you mean? My fan base is very, very.
I bet. But mine's not.
I actually have YouTube.
Alright, so to start, there's a classroom with the dimensions shown. Find the area of the floor, guys. All they want is the floor. Area is length times width, so it's 9.1 times 10.3. And again, if you don't have the work that I'm putting down, you're not going to get credit. Multiply them, so the area of the floor is 93.73, and we're in meters. Area is squared. Then they want the volume. Volume, that is a rectangular prism, is area of the base times the height. The area of the base, we just found that. It was 93.73 meters squared. The height, that's just the 3.2. Multiply them. So the volume. Oh, I did. I'll fix that. 299.94 meters cubed. So that means it's just under 400 cubic meters, the volume of the room. Then it says, what is the total area of the four walls? Anthony, here's what I was talking about. Surface area is 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter times the perpendicular height. Now, I don't want the base because they said 4 walls. All they want is the 4 walls, so you're not doing this part. You're only doing this part.
Yes, sir.
The perimeter is going to be 9.1 plus 9.1 plus 10.3 plus 10.3, and that's going to equal 38.8. That's the perimeter. Then you got to multiply it by the height, which is 3.2. So 38.8 times 3.2. The surface area of just the walls is 124.16 meters squared. Area is squared, volume is cubed. What? Gio did what?
What I did?
You tried to correct me when I had the right answer and you said it was wrong.
You were confident in your own answer. That's not my
Never
fault.
correct, Dylan.
You wasn't confident in your answer.
Never.
That's your fault.
Never correct.
What's that thing on your wrist?
A bracelet?
I don't know.
Because that's how it's held together?
What is it for?
It's to remind me that I can always be better than I am.
Oh, I thought it was like
Motivation.
Alright, does that make sense? Any questions on number 1?
Wait, what did you multiply together?
Surface area, just the perimeter times the height. So the perimeter, 38.8, and the height, 3.2. Next question. They told you that 1 cubic centimeter, this is cubed, so it's volume. 1 cubic centimeter of iron has a mass of 7.52 grams. Then they told you you have this rod. Find out how many cubic centimeters of iron is in this rod. So that's volume. So it is 3.2 times 1.7 times 120. That equals 652.8 cubic centimeters. Now, each cubic centimeter has 7.52 grams, so how many grams are in this rod? You're going to multiply this by 7.52, and you get that this rod has 4,909.06 grams in it.
Wait, 4,000? Would you say it has more what?
The next question. Did anybody get a number less than 10?
No, it's already
What'd you get?
0.
Nope.
What?
What'd you get?
Oh, I just like raising my hand.
Yeah, okay.
I got 14. I didn't make it that far.
3.
Because he didn't do it. The answer is...
5. I got 6.
3.
Shh.
3. 6.
The answer is 7, and here's how.
That was close.
Now, it says 1 guppy, 1, requires 5 liters of water to be happy. You want your fish happy unless they get stressed out, sick, and die. So you can't put more than 1 guppy in 5 liters of water, or you're probably going to lose them. What is the maximum number of guppies that should be kept in this aquarium? So we have to find the volume of this aquarium. This aquarium is going to be in cubic centimeters. That is 30 times 40 times 30, which is 36,000 cubic centimeters. That's not in liters, sir.
The picture gave away the answer because there's exactly 7 fish in there.
Okay, but you didn't count them. You said 3.
Hey, I just. Hey,
You said 3.
I guess. Hey,
You said 3.
I didn't know what a guppy was, so I did.
Guppy's a fish.
Why can't they just say fish?
It's a baby. You say baby fish. You say simple. Guppies. Wow.
All
Don't
right,
call baby dogs baby dogs.
Dalton. Dalton.
What?
Come on. If I have 1 guppy needs 5 liters of water, but I have my waters in cubic centimeters, I need to have them in the same unit of measure. So this is what I did not tell you, but you should know. 1 milliliter is equal to 1 cubic centimeter. So that means if there's 36,000 cubic centimeters, I have 36,000 milliliters. But that's still not in liters. So your metric conversions, King Henry died, meter, liter, gram, drinking chocolate milk. Alright, I'm going to give you a handout on this next class because metric system is the easiest conversion out there, which is why the entire world uses it except for the United States of America. No. So here goes. I am at liters, 5 liters. The guppy needs 5 liters to be happy. I want to be in milliliters because that is where my water is.
I thought we were at milliliters and you wanted to be liters.
No, I'm going to convert the other way. Because if I convert from milliliters to liters, I'm getting a decimal. I don't want a decimal. So I'm going to convert 5 liters to milliliters, which means I have to move this 5 1, 2, 3 times. You're not moving the 5, you're moving a decimal. So that means you're adding 1, 2, 3 zeros behind it. So 5 liters is 5,000 milliliters. Now, how many 5,000 milliliters are there in 36,000 milliliters? You're going to take 36,000 and divide 5,000, and you get 7.2, so that means I can have 7 guppies. If you want me to do it again, you're going to have to go on YouTube and watch it again.
Can't you just drop the zeros?
Alright, number 4. We got to speed up if you want to get this done before class ends. 21.
End of the video, we have to do an outro, and we have to show Maya's things.
No, but we won't let Tom for that.
Alright, if we finish. Number 4. So, you're digging a hole. This is the dimensions of the hole. This is the dimensions of your dump truck. You want to know how many truckloads. It says level. How many level truckloads is it going to take to get all of this dirt out of here?
At least.
So you're trying to find the volume because you're trying to find what filled up that hole. So the volume of the hole is 11 times 14.5 times 4, which is 638 meters cubed. So there's 638 cubic meters of dirt coming out of this hole. The truck that we're loading it in, the volume of the truck is 5 times 2 times 3, which is 30 cubic meters. So I can take away 30 cubic meters at a time. How many truckloads is it going to take me? You are going to take the 638 and just divide the 30, and you get approximately 21 truckloads. It's 21.26, but they want to know how many level truckloads. So how many full truckloads? There are exactly 21 full truckloads of dirt. Shh, nobody cares that you're dirty. Just take a bath.
It's like laying in your own filth then?
That's better because then you're not bathing in your own filth.
I just said that.
Alright, number 5. Smarsh Daniels.
It's the white girl.
Shh.
Yeah, he called her white.
A soft drink can has a diameter of 6 centimeters and a height of 11.5. What is the shape of a soft drink can? Cylinder. So we're dealing with a cylinder. Volume of a cylinder is the same as a prism. Area to base times the height. The capital B is the area to base. The height, that's the easy one. It is 11.5. What is the shape of the base of a circle? The area of a circle is? The radius of my circle is? 3. So it's 3 squared times pi, which is 9 pi. So volume is going to be 9 pi times 11.5, which is 325.16. And we are in centimeters, so it's cubic centimeters. Volume is cubed. Area is squared.
For the area, we're just finding the circle.
The surface area. Surface area, this is a cylinder, so it's 2 times the area to base plus perimeter times the perpendicular height. 2 times the area to base. We already found the area to base. It was 9 pi. So we just have to multiply 2 times 9 pi, which is 18 pi. Then you have to find the perimeter. What's the perimeter called of a circle? Circumference. The circumference is? Circumference is? Circumference is 2 pi r or diameter times radius. They gave me the diameter, so I'm using the diameter. So the perimeter is 6 pi. The height, they told me, was 11.5. So 6 pi times 11.5 is 216.77. Then you're going to add these two numbers together. So 18 pi plus 216.77 is going to equal a surface area of 273.32 centimeters squared.
I know what you're doing.
Where you lost? You had to find the surface area. So to find the surface area, this was the formula I gave you in the notes. 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter times the height. You have to find all those letters. The letter that you already have is the height. That's 11.5. You already have the area of the base, too, from part A. The area of the base is 9 pi. So you're multiplying 9 pi times 2 to get 18 pi. That part of the equation is done. Now I got to work on this part. I already have the height. It's 11.5. Then you have to find the perimeter. But the perimeter of what? The perimeter of the base. The shape of the base is a circle. The perimeter of a circle is called a circumference. So you have to find a circumference, which is either 2 pi r or diameter times pi, because twice your radius is your diameter. They gave me the diameter 6. So that means the circumference is 6 pi. So I have the perimeter. I have the height. You multiply the perimeter times the height. So 6 pi times 11.5 gives you 216.77. That's this part of the equation. Now that I have both pieces, you're going to add both parts of the equation. When you add 18 pi plus 216.77, it's approximately 273.32 centimeters squared. Does that make sense? There's a lot there. None of it's hard. Far from. But I appreciate it. All right, number 6. Daniel. Shh. Number 6 says you have a log roller that is 1 meter wide and 80 centimeters high. What is the area covered in each revolution? They want to know what is the area covered in each revolution. They want to know this piece, not the bases. They want to know the lateral faces. This piece does not touch the grass, so they don't care about it. They want to know how much of grass was this touched by in one revolution. Which means, if it's surface area, we are not doing this first part because we do not care about the bases. We only care about the lateral face. Problem is, this is in centimeters, this is in meters, so if King Henry died, meter, liter, gram, drinking chocolate milk again, I'm in meters, I have 1, I want to be in centimeters, that means I moved twice, so I'm just adding 2 zeros, so 1 meter is 100 centimeters. Now I'm in the same unit of measure. Now I can find just this piece, which is perimeter times height. The perimeter of a circle, which is just diameter times pi. They gave me the diameter, it's 80. So the perimeter is 80 pi. What's the height? The height is the distance the two bases are away from each other. So that would be 100. So the surface area would be 80 pi times 100, which is 8,000 pi, which is approximately 25,132.7. Now, that's in centimeters squared. What happens if I want to change that back to meters? Well, if I had to move my decimal places 2 places to the right to get the centimeters, I'm just moving it back 2 places to the left to get the meters. So 1, 2, this is 251.327 meters squared.
Smart. Say it again.
He don't need to say it again. It's the second time he said it, and it's the second time he lied about it.
What are you talking about? He lied about that. He's talking about the thing, right?
You want me to say this again?
Yeah.
Go on YouTube and replay it.
He's talking about me.
All right. The next one, a section of concrete pipe is 3.0 meters. It's not 30 meters, it's 3.0 meters long. Yes.
I have a question. Are you going to use these videos for next year?
No, it's going to be different videos. Unless I don't have time to remake them, then yes, it'll be the same video. So people, yes, might see you again. A section of concrete pipe is 3.0 meters long and has an inside diameter of 1.2 meters and outside diameter of 1.8. What is the volume of concrete? This is a hollow concrete, or a hollow pipe, which means I have to find the volume. You're finding the volume of the large pipe, and you are going to subtract the volume of the small cylinder. This is just a cylinder. I am going to find the volume of the entire cylinder, and then I'm going to find the volume of just this small cylinder that's inside. Because if I subtract the small cylinder that's inside from the large cylinder, I'm left with just the concrete. So, volume of a cylinder is the area of the base times the height. The base is a circle. The circle is pi r squared. Guys, the best way to remember any formula is to write it down every time you need it. What is the radius of the large cylinder? What's the diameter? The radius is 0.9, so it's 0.9 squared times pi. What is 0.9 squared? That is 0.81 pi. The radius is half of the diameter, so half of 18 is what? 9, so it's 0.9 because it's decimal. What is 9 squared? 9 squared. 81, but it's decimal, so it's 0.81. So your area of the large circle is 0.81 pi. What is the height? How far away are the two bases on that pipe? What is it?
0.6.
How far away are the two bases on this cylinder? 3. So the height is 3. That means you're multiplying for the volume 0.81 pi times 3. You are going to get approximately 76.34, we're in meters cubed. That is the large pipe. I now have to find the volume of the small, hollow, there's no concrete here, cylinder, and subtract it from the large one to see how much concrete I actually have. The volume does not change. It's the area of the base times the height. The shape of the base does not change. It's pi r squared. The only thing that changed was my radius. What is the radius if the diameter is 1.2? 0.6 squared times pi. What is 0.6 squared? 0.36. So the area of the base is 0.36 pi. The height does not change because it's the same length, so it's 3. Now to find the volume is 0.36 pi times 3. So it's approximately 3.39. So you're going to subtract 3.39 from 76.34. Actually, the 76.34 is wrong. Nobody did the math?
I love it. How that number bigger than the other number?
It's going to be bigger.
I mean, I know that, but like.
All you got to do is move the decimal place once. It's 7.6.
Yeah, so I was gonna tell you something, but
No, you weren't. You didn't do it. If you were going to tell me, you would have told me.
I just know because I thought you were right. So
No, I'm. Look,
I didn't realize until you got the 3.
I'm human. I make mistakes. How do you know? There's one right there. And this isn't the first mistake I've made in a video. I pissed you guys off earlier in this year making mistakes on the test review. It's 7.634. So you're going to take 7.634 and subtract 3.39. So the volume of the concrete is 4.24 meters cubed. I took the large cylinder, found the volume of it, took the small cylinder, found the volume of it, and subtracted. Do we have time to do the last one?
No. I thought it was you do. Hey, but guess what? You just missed it.
I thought it was 4.24. Come on, let's do it. We're talking about it.
Alright, a rectangular strip of aluminum is 30 by 10 and is rolled from a cylinder which would have a greater volume, a cylinder 10 centimeters high with a circumference of 30, or a cylinder 30 centimeters high. Oh, dang it. Do not turn it in unless it's finished. Go on YouTube and I'll finish it.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. No, you feel good, bro. Come here, yeah. Come here.
Move. What are we saying?
Get the mic. I thought you were gonna speak, bro. Okay. What do I say?
Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Subscribe
Vote
to our
for
channel.
Maya Anastasia Towns for junior class president of 2018-2019 school year. And I don't know what else.
Like and comment.
Like we said that. Like,
Okay.
comment, share, subscribe.
Yep.
The link up to our account or our
Will be down in the description.
that.